Squidge is in Japan. Squidge is in Japan.
Hello, you join me in Teabag 56, maybe 55, in an unglamorous Tokyo hotel room with Billy as well. I'm here basically because you may have noticed the channel hasn't uploaded anything in a few days, and there has been lots and lots of rugby going on in those few days. I mean, Uruguay beat Fiji, Ireland just lost to Japan, hence my voice being slightly sore, slightly off. We've had loads of great games. I still haven't caught up on New Zealand v South Africa or Ireland v Scotland. Remember that. There's a reason for this. And there's also a reason that if you've tried to watch my video on Argentina v France, which I did make, which is there, you can't. And likewise, my roundup are some of the smaller games, so England, Tonga, Wales, Georgia, etc. And that's because a few days ago, a independent group of lawyers who are hired by World Rugby every 4 years to protect their intellectual property. So their job is kind of to come in and stop anyone streaming the games or anyone uploading highlights separately and whatever. But basically, their remit is to just remove all footage that matches footage of games. Anything that features match footage at all is to be removed from the internet. So they took down 2 of my videos. For some reason, 2 of the others didn't come down, but I'm not going to complain about that. This did mean that I found myself in a position in which I didn't quite know what I was going to do for the rest of the World Cup. If I suddenly, because one of the videos was just taken down, so I can view it, but no one else can. The other one was removed and put in as a copyright strike against the channel, which obviously if I receive 2 more of those, as we will find out during that Six Nations escapade, the channel will be removed. People have noticed and been really lovely and tried to message support and tried to send things to World Rugby. It's worth saying, the guys running the World Rugby media account, I've spoken to a lot of them, I've been in contact with the last few days and before that, and a lot of the companies working with World Rugby to produce their shows and their content for social media and YouTube and so on, are great and are wonderful and are lovely people, and it's a completely different team of people, the ones taking down these videos. Those guys running the media channels, the guys that will see the tweets if you're to complain to them, don't deserve the scorn. They've been lovely to me. They commissioned me, or they asked me to make some videos for their daily show. I appeared on it. I wanted across them, so I'm, my face is in one, and I apologise to everyone that watched it for having to deal with that. And yeah, they're great and they're lovely, and they've in past been really encouraging and positive and supportive, and told me that they enjoy what I do and they like the channel. And even throughout this, they've been encouraging. So that's not an issue. Don't send any scorn to them. It's a group of lawyers, independent, completely separate from World Rugby. This left me in a position which for a couple of days, I basically lost a couple of days to feeling like I couldn't go on with this. Like this was the end of the Squidge Rugby YouTube stuff. I was going to have to fundamentally change what I do or whatever. However, this doesn't have to be the case. So what I've done is I've started a Vimeo page. Now, Vimeo is a kind of completely different platform to YouTube in that it's far more content creator led, because it's not so easy to monetize. It's not in the same way that YouTube is very ad driven and the algorithms and so on you hear so much about. So I'm losing that end, but that's fine. Like, that doesn't bother me. With Patreon, I'm making enough to cover my rent and bills and everything, and I've been saving for this trip for 5 years, so none of that's a problem at all. I just want to be able to continue doing what I'm doing, and that's the way to do it. So that's the plan. From now on, for the rest of the World Cup, videos are going to go up on Vimeo. Then, after the World Cup, sometime in the future, I will bulk upload them all to YouTube, and you'll find everything in one place. In the meantime, to keep the channel ticking over, because I recognise there's a lot of you here, people would have to go out of their way to look for Vimeo or come across it through my Twitter or Reddit or whatever, where I will post all of the links. I will be making shorter sort of videos in which I go over with the key games, key points. I'll go over exactly how or why I feel it was won, key plays without footage. So it will mostly be me. I'll try and find more interesting places than this slightly dull hotel room with a Mike Wazowski mug to do it. So yeah, the full Squidge reports will go up on Vimeo, starting with Uruguay v Fiji, which is up now if you look under your seats or look under the video into the description and click on that. Thank you very much for everyone supporting the channel, and I hope some of you do migrate across. I just wanted to make sure all of you had a way of still consuming the content. So So yeah, the situation is a bit shit. It did have me kind of worried, alarmed for a period of time. But I believe we're largely through it now, and I hopefully have hit upon a solution in which the channel will still tick over a bit. You know, there'll still be something there, and there'll still be, you know, I'll put up the shortened, abridged version without footage about the same time that I put up the full version on Vimeo. So, you know, you've got the option then, if you've watched that, to then go, okay, cool, I've seen a 3-minute look at why Japan were really good, or why whatever. I can now move on and watch the full thing with footage and with everything. So that's the plan. I am, as I said, Uruguay for Fiji up now. I'm going to move on to New Zealand against South Africa as well. That's going to come. But first, I'm going to have to cover Japan beating Ireland, because Japan beat bloody Ireland. It happened. It actually genuinely really happened. So yeah, I'm going to need to cover that. As I said, I'll catch up on New Zealand v South Africa. The other games are going to have to go in a roundup now, unfortunately. I lost 2 days, which I kind of need every minute I get at the moment to edit videos and to write scripts and to go through games to, you know, analyse and pick up on things. So that does mean the one big game that's going to get missed out is Ireland v Scotland. So unfortunately, I'm not going to pick up on that. It'll be covered a bit, I think, in Scotland and Ireland's future game videos. But that's going to be the one I miss. Scotland fans will be delighted to hear that. Hopefully that will make sense. Hopefully you don't hate those ideas. Hopefully you think that sounds reasonable. I'm also going to try and really work to get I bought 2 microphones with me. I bought a Thai mic and I bought this, and I'm going to try and really make sure that I get them working and get everything going, because it's been a nightmare. I'll see you very soon, unless you want to head over to Uruguay v Fiji in the description now to see that. Otherwise, I'm going to drink this cup of tea and then head off to go and watch Wales play Australia in Tokyo, in a game about which I am incredibly nervous, because Wales are playing, and therefore, no matter how well we're playing, no matter who we're playing, I feel like we're going to lose by at least 60 points. So, I'll see you then. I'll go and see that, and rugby. Cheers.